Welcome to the video lecture series of digital image processing. Today's topic is Huff transform and shape detection. See, we are discussing about image segmentation. Image segmentation is nothing but it is partitioning a given image into a sub-smaller region, and this partitioning can be done on the basis of the similarity or discontinuity principle, and there are three possible types of discontinuities which can be observed in any image. So these three types are what? Line, point and edge. So now we are discussing about the edge detection and how you have to understand Huff transform is going to be helpful for the detection of edges in the case of the image. Let us begin. Huff transform, it is a feature extraction method and it is commonly used to detect simple shapes like line, circle, etc. in any image. So what is the objective over here? This Huff transform, it takes the images which are actually created by the edge detection operators, but most of the times we can observe that the edge map is disconnected. It means Huff transform is used to connect the disjoint edge points. Like if you are identifying a triangle in any image, so there may be a possibility that this type of triangle may be observed. There is a discontinuity in the edge, it can be observed. So Huff transform is used which can connect the disjoint edge points. You can observe an image which have been drawn over here. This image I have picked from the Google itself. It is a picture of a flower, and in the next image the edge detection is being done. So while applying edge detection operator, you can observe that some of the edges are disjoint. They are not like you can visualize very clearly. It means there is a requirement to connect each and every edge point so that the analysis and the identification of the image can be done accurately. So I hope now this particular point is clear to you. What is Huff transform? See, you know that what is the equation of a line? The equation of a line, it can be written as what? Y it is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the intercept of the line. From this line equation you must be very well aware. But here the problem is you can draw a number of lines, even you can say infinite lines can be drawn by connecting these points. So this is actually the problem over here. It means there is a requirement of certain solution. It means an edge point which you are drawing, which you are like visualizing in xy plane, this edge point needs to be transformed into CM plane. CM plane is what? Intercept slope plane. You can see over here a line is being drawn over here in between x and y plane. This is the image space which is being drawn over here. The coordinate of a point is mentioned as xi, yi. You can take two coordinates if the point A and B you have taken. If the coordinates of point A is x1 comma y1, the coordinates of point B is x2 comma y2, and you can write down the equation of line as what? Y is equal to mx plus c. So here what is our requirement now? This equation of line which you have written in xy plane, it must be converted into CM plane. It means now you have to rearrange this particular term. When you have to rearrange this particular term from this equation, you can rearrange by taking c on one side and the other parameters on the other side. So here what you are writing? C is what? Minus x m plus y. For different coordinates you can generalize it, which is minus x of I into m plus yi. So this is how all the edge points which can be written as x1 y1, x2 y2 in xy plane, it can be fitted into CM plane. It means what is our objective? Now our requirement is to find the intersection point, and a common intersection point indicates that the edge point are the part of same line. See, Here now this image space which you have drawn in xy plane, now it is being converted into CM plane. Now it is denoted as a parameter space, and this is a point. This point is shown as the intersection point over here, and common intersection point indicates that the edge points are part of same line. Edges are the part of same line. So this is how you can plot it over here, and you must check whether they are the intersecting lines or not. It means then there is a requirement of partitioning the accumulator lines. But you can note down this particular point over here, parameter space. This is also known as a Hough space. This point is also important. You can note it down as well. If A and B are the 2 points which are connected by a line in spatial domain, then they will be the intersecting line in Hough space. You can visualize with the help of this diagram. See, in the first case, a line is being drawn in the xy plane. Here you can see the 2 points A and B have been shown. The coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2. So what is going to be happen when you are going to convert this into CM plane? Here this slope is along the horizontal axis and intercept is being taken on the vertical axis. Then these lines can be observed as the intersecting lines, and intersection is at this particular point. So here what is our objective? What is to be done? It means the overall CM plane, it must be partitioned into the accumulator lines, and then for each and every point the accumulator element is being calculated. It must be increment by 1, and the largest value whichever you are getting, the largest value of the accumulator can be written as m dash comma c dash. And the significance of this particular point gives us, it tells us about the line equation of the xy space, and the line equation about the xy space is what? Y is nothing but m dash x plus c1. This is how you can understand it. Now let us discuss in detail the algorithm and the process for the Hough transform. What is this step? You must listen it very carefully. This is very simple and you can note down each and every point as well. First step is very much clear. Load the image. Then determine the image edges by using any type of edge detector. Any kind of edge detector operator can be applied. It may be a gradient operator, first order, second order, Laplacian, Kenny edge. Any kind of operator can be applied, and edges of that particular image needs to be determined. After finding these edges, then there is a requirement to quantize the parameter space. Parameter space is denoted as what? P. That parameter space needs to be quantized, and after that this process is going to be repeated for all pixels in the image. In case if the pixel is an edge pixel, then the intercept can be written as what? Intercept can be written as c, which is equal to minus x times m plus y, and then for the parameter space there must be an increment by 1, and the next value will be calculated, which is p c into m, which is equal to p c into m plus 1, increment by 1, and this process will be repeated till the time all the pixels of the image is not going to be covered. Then finally whatever you are getting, that is the representation of the Hough space. It means now you are getting this Hough space, and then we need to determine the local maxima in that particular parameter space. And after evaluating the local maxima, we shall be able to draw the line using that local maxima, which is the last step. So this is how you can explain and you can understand the Hough transform. There is a limitation with the Hough transform which we have discussed for the line detection. The problem is it does not work for the vertical line, because vertical lines have a slope of infinity. It means in such type of cases, whenever we have to deal with the vertical lines, then line must be converted into the polar coordinates. What do you mean by this? You know how a xy plane can be converted into a polar plane. So equation of line in polar plane, it can be written as what? Rho is x cos theta plus y sin theta. Here theta is the angle between the lines and rho is the diameter. Now the modified Hough transform for the polar coordinate, you have to polar lines, polar coordinate line you have to understand. First is the case with the image space. In the xy plane, a line is being drawn, but in case of the vertical lines, you know you have to convert it into the polar plane, polar coordinates. Now, on the horizontal axis, the angle is being taken, while on the vertical axis, the diameter is being taken. It means, what is the modified Hough transform for the polar coordinate line? You can understand with this diagram. Here, first step is very simple. Again, load the image. After loading the image, calculate its edges. You can use any kind of edge detector operator. Then quantize the parameter space. After quantizing the parameter space, you have to repeat the process for all pixels of image. None of the pixel can be left out. And in case if the pixel is an edge pixel, then for all values of theta which is the angle between the line, calculate rho and theta. This is the first step. Then increment the position by 1 in the accumulator array. Accumulator array is denoted by P. Increment by 1, evaluated, again increment by 1, evaluated, until unless you are not going to cover the entire space. And then whatever the resultant you are getting, that is being actually the Hough space. Again, determine the local maxima in that parameter space, and if you are capable, if you are able to evaluate the local maxima, then we shall be able to draw the line using that local maxima. So this is the modified Hough transform which is being defined for polar coordinate line. You must remember this as well. Similarly, Hough transform can be applied to other types of shapes also, like we have discussed for the line. In case of line, we have discussed in general, and then for the vertical line, we have discussed about the modified Hough transform. Now let us discuss, since it can be applied to other shape, let us discuss the case of the circle. For a circle detection, you can write down the equation of circle. Equation of circle can be written as what? X minus a square plus y minus b square, which is equal to r square. So if you are talking about the edge location is given at what? X comma y. If you are varying different parameters, xi comma yi, and edge detection can be, direction can be written as what? Phi. I corresponding to that particular parameter. It means here the parameter space is 3-dimensional. And that 3-dimensional parameter space is nothing but A, B and R. This is A, B and R, the 3-dimensional. You can see over here. What is A? A is R x minus R cos phi. B is y minus r sin phi. This is how you can calculate the value of A and B. And in that particular plane, x, y, and how this like circle can be related, you can visualize from this particular diagram. It means now you have to understand how the polar form circle detection algorithm can be written, how it can be applied to a image. Let us draw a algorithm. The first step is load the image. Second step is again same, determine the image edges by using any edge detector. Again the third step, which is same, quantize the parameter space. In the next step, what you have to do, as I have told you, you have to repeat the entire process. You have to repeat the given process, the explained one, for all pixels of image. If the pixel is an edge pixel, then you have to calculate the value of xy for all r. It means what is A? As I have told you, A is nothing but x minus r cos phi, b is y minus r sin phi, and then the third point you need to calculate, which is denoted as p, parameter space over here. P of a b r, this is equal to p of a b r plus 1, means you need to increment by 1, then you are going to evaluate for the next pixel, then for the next pixel, until unless you are not going to cover the entire one. And whatever the resultant you are getting, that will show us the half space. And from here we can calculate the local maxima, and from local maxima we will be able to draw the circle. So this is how you can explain the Hough transform for a circle. The Hough transform, this is a very powerful algorithm. You must remember it. And this algorithm can be modified to fit in general any kind of shape, which are having disjoint edges points. If you are having a shape of a like triangle, rectangle, anything, and if there is any disjoint edge or many disjoint edges, then Hough transform can be modified accordingly and the edge points can be calculated. Topic for the next video lecture is corner detection. Thank you so much for watching this video.